The following is a live sports presentation of GLICOD Communications. GLICOD.com.
GLICOD's coverage of Kentuckiana Football Friday starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Oldham County High School, home of the Colonels, as Kentucky postseason gets underway here tonight as Oldham County hosts the Doss Dragons. I'm Mike Beck with Coach Jim Kazmarek, longtime coach, both sides of the river. Spent a lot of years at New Albany High School, but many years in Kentucky as well. So postseason football is the best kind of football, isn't it?
It's always the best kind of football, but any Friday night high school football is the best kind of football.
That's true. Well, let's talk about this game a little bit. It's postseason. Oldham County comes in with a great season, a touchdown away from the perfect mark. They lost to South Oldham 23-17 early on, but they went undefeated the rest of the way, 9-1. And we saw them last week demolish J-Town in a pretty rainy, icky night, and they still played pretty good football.
Well, icky is a good way to put it, unless you were an Oldham County player and fan, and I'm sure they were very pleased with the results of that game. But you're right, they one touchdown away from an undefeated season, which actually is a shame. That put him in a second position for the district playoffs. While, you look at other teams that have a below 500 record that are still in that second position, or even in some cases a number one seed in the district. Yeah,
for sure.
Very strange.
Oldham County comes in tonight taking on a Doss team who I would say kind of stumbled into the playoffs with a 3-7 record. It's not much to commend their season. They didn't really have a great one, but they're in the postseason, and that's saying something.
Well, if you say anything, first of all, they won their opening game. I believe they beat J-Town, opening game of the season. Then they have won, I think, 2 of their last 3 games, and actually got them into the playoffs. So, but if you say something positive about it, the positive part is the kids are stuck with it and kept on playing and playing hard. And, this is just kind of a little reward, I guess, for playing hard and sticking with it.
One thing about this Doss Dragon team, they're full of seniors, and we'll find out if the seniors can provide some leadership tonight. Like you say, they got a little bit of a roll at the end of the season to make the postseason. Now they'll see if they can turn that into some magic here as the postseason begins. We'll go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we'll have your interviews with Coach Crow of the Dragons and Coach Fox of the Colonels. Sounds like animal night here, but that's who we'll be talking with, and that's coming up right after this. You're listening to GLICOD.com coverage of Kentuckiana High School postseason football. We'll be right back right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy with Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood. As a parent, I understand the importance of raising children with healthy oral hygiene. It paves the way for a lifetime of good health and provides confidence and self-esteem. At Infinite Smiles Dental Center, we're family-friendly, and our treatment is offered with compassion without high pressure. If you have a recurring problem or just due for your next exam, please give us a try. Infinite Smiles Dental Center across from SOHS, 502-890-2035. Come smile with us.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has the mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 225-9900. That's 225-9900. Or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Robin Lawson, CFP, proud supporter of Oldham County sports.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828. Metro Windows.
Is your home cold in the winter and hot in the summer? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling and start experiencing comfort the way it was meant to be. Thompson Heating and Cooling can transform the climate in your home and save you money. Call today 502-817-3105 or visit them at thompsonheating.net. If your system is over 15 years old, they'll inspect it for free, but only for a limited time. They're locally owned and in your neighborhood. Call 817-3105 3105 for express service. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling in LaGrange. For trusted on-time service, call Thompson at 502-817-3105. Thompson, making people comfortable. ThompsonHeating.net.
You said come out and compete and try to get better every week. You look at this as just a stage for getting ready for next year and the years to come. You know what's going to happen. Let's see it up and kick it off and see what happens. Coach, Rayshon Nelson looks like a really good pass. He's got some good stats. Any problem with left field or temperature tonight with him passing? There's got two good running backs and some solid running backs.
Yes, I do.
Good luck tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
For an alternative to today's state of affairs, elect Diane Seaman, a retired senior executive for a Fortune 35 company and an Oldham County high graduate. She values giving back to her community. As a legislator, she will end the culture of corruption and scandal in Frankfort. Vote Diane Seaman, a serious leader. Paid for by Diane Seaman for state representative.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Is your home cold in the winter and hot in the summer? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling and start experiencing comfort the way it was meant to be. Thompson Heating and Cooling can transform the climate in your home and save you money. Call today 502-817-3105 or visit them at thompsonheating.net. If your system is over 15 years old, they'll inspect it for free, but only for a limited time. They're locally owned and in your neighborhood. Call 817-3105 for express service. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has the mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 225-9900. That's 225-9900. Or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Robin Lawson, CFP, proud supporter of Oldham County sports.
At Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood, we're family-friendly and compassionate towards our patients. Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy, and with over 10 years of clinical experience, I make sure that our patients are provided with the best care while making them feel right at home. We offer a bevy of options to boost your oral health and accept most insurance plans. Across from SOHS at 5998 Pleasant Colony Court, that's Infinite Smiles Dental Center, an Invisalign provider and a locally owned and operated dental practice.
Coach Mike Fox, Oldham County High School Colonel. Coach, second year as the head coach, 9-1 season. It couldn't be a whole lot better than it is right now.
Well, I'm very proud of the progress, and even the thing I'm probably most proud of is I'm glad the kids are getting to see their hard work pay. They've done a lot in the last few years. We've challenged them in a lot of ways. And so to see the time and the effort and success they put into it, they're getting those results out. But that's how it increases the buy-in going forward.
If they can see the results of all the hard work, 9-1 is pretty good result. Coach, people talk about offense, defense, and very seldom talk about special teams. You have a very special team player in Sean Walls. You want to tell us a little bit about him?
At the high school level, to have someone who can kick and punt like he does is just transformative. Because again, we feel confident that he can kick off and pin the other team inside the 25. And teams are going to score, teams are going to have good plays. But to ask the high school team to drive 75, 80 yards 5 or 6 times in a football game, even if we weren't playing well on defense, I would feel confident that teams couldn't take it 5 or 6 times a game and drive 80 yards on it. So that puts a lot of pressure on the other team. It allows us to be a little more aggressive because we know, what, if we don't get it, Sean can punt it 25, 50 yards, and we can control that field position back.
Well, what is his, I know he's got a 42-yard field goal so far this year.
Put a 47-yarder at Collins early in the season.
Well, what does that do with your offensive thinking when you have someone like that kind of way?
Well, we just know, again, once we get to about the 35-yard line, we know we have an opportunity to score points. So we can be aggressive. We're not just going to be conservative down there. We can take a shot, and if we don't get it, we still feel like we can kick the field goal and get 3 points.
Coach, good luck tonight. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Steve Greenwell is asking for your vote on November 6th. Steve is a longtime resident of Oldham County and a graduate of both Oldham County High School and University of Kentucky. During his 4 terms as magistrate, Steve has proven to be trustworthy, hardworking, and a conservative man of integrity. Endorsed by local FOP Lodge 62. Re-elect Steve Greenwell for Oldham County Magistrate 4th District.
Paid for by Steve Greenwell Campaign Fund.
Is your home cold in the winter and hot in the summer? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling and start experiencing comfort the way it was meant to be. Thompson Heating and Cooling can transform the climate in your home and save you money. Call today, 502-817-3105, or visit them at thompsonheating.net. If your system is over 15 years old, they'll inspect it for free, but only for a limited time. They're locally owned and in your neighborhood. Call 817-3105 for express service. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers.
Hello, this is David Vogel. I'm thankful for the privilege of being Oldham County Judge Executive. The future of Oldham County is bright. We are a safe, clean, and well-managed county. We're respected as one of the most successful counties in Kentucky. While there's no shortage of people who would like to live in Oldham County, our quality of life is not for sale. On Election Day, November 6th, I ask for your continued confidence and that you vote to re-elect David Vogel as Oldham County Judge Executive.
And welcome back, Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here, Oldham County High School, as we get ready for the opening night in postseason here in Kentucky. Games all over the state, and our first game tonight is the Colonels, which we saw last week take apart J-Town kind of methodically and without much trouble. They face a team in similar makeup and similar skill level in Doss. It makes you think this could be a cakewalk, but what are some of the traps, some of the pitfalls that Oldham County has to watch out for tonight?
Well, you mentioned the first thing you mentioned was a big pitfall is them thinking that this is going to be a cakewalk. This is going to be an easy game. This will be like last week. We won't have to play very hard. We'll get ahead real quick, and then they'll stop playing. And as we saw last week, even though Oldham County won 42-6, J-Town never really quit playing, and it was, I think, 28-6 at halftime.
Yeah.
I mean, I say it gave J-Town a lot of credit. Doss is going to do the same thing. They're not going to roll over. This is their playoffs, obviously, so they're going to play hard. They're football players. They're going to have 11 good players on the field. So the biggest pitfall was just thinking this is going to be an easy game. Turnovers, interceptions, turnovers, fluky plays, penalties, all those things can happen in the playoffs. So, the ball bounces very strange, as we talked about before.
And we don't know how it's going to unfold, but one thing we do know that this bracket they're in, Oldham County, Doss, their next opponent, should they get through this one tonight, would be against Fern Creek or Bullitt East, the winner of that game. Bullitt East, I think, 3-7 as well in the postseason. Fern Creek 6-4. So Oldham County really the class of this quarterfinal tree, part of the tree. And then there's always that fear that they look ahead 2 games to a potential rematch with South Oldham. Those are things that kids think about. Coaches know it's out there. How do you keep them focused on the Doss Dragons tonight?
Well, yeah, because that's all you talk about is the Doss Dragons. And immediately after the game, you start thinking about whomever is going to win their next game, whether it's Fern Creek or, who was the other team?
Bullitt East.
Bullitt East.
Yeah.
But all you do is you demand that they concentrate on one thing and one thing only. And a lot of coaches would call it attention to detail. The detail you have to pay attention to right now is the opponent on the other side of the field.
Okay. Well, the opponent tonight is Doss. The Dragons come in with kind of a rough season, 3-7, not exactly a stellar campaign, but when you get that last chance to prove yourselves, you got to think some kids are going to want to, especially the seniors, want to go out fighting hard tonight.
Well, they've got and they do have a lot of seniors on the roster. I'm not sure how many are playing tonight. I know they have Rayshawn Nelson is their quarterback. He's thrown for over 700 yards. Watching him warm up, he's got a very good throwing motion. It looks really good at quarterback. They have two good running backs, Barry Reed and Dalian Young. Combined, they have, I think, in the range of 1,600 yards rushing. So they're strong on the ground. They're going to have some athletes on their team. And they have nothing to lose. I mean, this is their playoffs, so they're going to go out there and lay it all on the line, and you expect them to have a little bit of trickeration, some trick plays, some things they've been holding back on all year. Let it all happen tonight.
One thing that happened in the pregame warm-ups was a player lost to injury. You say all the years you coached, you never lost a young player in the preseason or pregame warm-ups.
Never have. Unfortunately, a young man hurt his hand. I think catching some passes on warm-up from Rayshawn Nelson, because he does throw a very hard, tight spiral.
Yeah.
Injured his hand. I'm not sure if he will be playing tonight. I kind of doubt it. But that's a blow, because Doss probably can't afford to lose players at all during the game, and certainly you don't want to have a player injured during warm-ups.
Yeah, and that is senior Robert Buellard, I believe is how you pronounce that name, and he normally listed as a safety, so that may hurt them in the defensive backfield. And one thing we know about Oldham County, they can pass the ball.
They can. Parker Caudell is a good passer, runs a lot of really good play-action passes, and the play-action passes work really well because he has that really tough two-headed running attack, Juan Tapia, and Lucas Jones.
Yes.
So those two have over 2,000 yards rushing. So everything that Parker Caudell's going to do passing is going to come off of a fake off the run.
Yeah.
And it's very effective for them, as we saw last week.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and take another break. We come back. We will be ever much closer to kickoff, about 9 minutes or so away from that. Stand by. Pregame continues, and football in just a few minutes right here on GLICOD.com.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers. Steve Greenwell is asking for your vote on November 6th. Steve is a longtime resident of Oldham County and a graduate of both Oldham County High School and University of Kentucky. During his 4 terms as magistrate, Steve has proven to be trustworthy, hardworking, and a conservative man of integrity. Endorsed by local FOP Lodge 62. Re-elect Steve Greenwell for Oldham County Magistrate 4th District.
Paid for by Steve Greenwell Campaign Fund.
Hello, this is David Vogel. I'm thankful for the privilege of being Oldham County Judge Executive. The future of Oldham County is bright. We are a safe, clean, and well-managed county. We're respected as one of the most successful counties in Kentucky. While there's no shortage of people who would like to live in Oldham County, our quality of life is not for sale. On Election Day, November 6th, I ask for your continued confidence and that you vote to re-elect David Vogel as Oldham County Judge Executive.
For an alternative to today's state of affairs, elect Diane Seaman, a retired senior executive for a Fortune 35 company and an Oldham County High graduate. She values giving back to her community. As a legislator, she will end the culture of corruption and scandal in Frankfort. Vote Diane Seaman, a serious leader. Paid for by Diane Seaman for state representative.
At Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood, we're family-friendly and compassionate towards our patients. Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy, and with over 10 years of clinical experience, I make sure that our patients are provided with the best care while making them feel right at home. We offer a bevy of options to boost your oral health and accept most insurance plans. Across from SOHS at 5998 Pleasant Colony Court, that's Infinite Smiles Dental Center, an Invisalign provider and a locally owned and operated dental practice.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
And welcome back here, Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek. Glad to be with you here on Friday night as Friday Night Football gets Just a few minutes from being underway, national anthem out of the way, team's about to take the field and all that good stuff. But let's talk about some of the key starters tonight for both teams. Doss Dragons, we mentioned their quarterback, Rayshawn Nelson. Not a bad season running the team, running the offense, and he had a little help as well.
Well, and yeah, help comes from his two running backs, Barry Reed and Dalian Young, and you know we're unfamiliar with Doss. This will be the first time we've seen him play, so we don't know if their passing attack comes off of play action. Watching him warm up, it looked like it was a short 3-step dropping pass attack, which is smart because you don't have to have the lineman hold the blocks for that long. If you take 3 steps, throw it. Any lineman can hold the block for a second and a half.
Yeah.
So I would say that we'd be interested to watch him start the game, but I would say it's going to be a short 3-step drop passing attack. So those are the people we know of Doss that we're going to watch.
With the 3-step drop, that means you're not going to be seeing a lot of stretching the field, long downfield passes. You're probably going to see a lot of outs, passes to the flat, things like that.
Yeah, quick slant-ins, quick hitches, quick outs, those kind of things. Every once in a while, you can still take the 3-step drop, throw a high arch, and let the receiver run underneath it. I would be willing to bet you Doss has some athletic players who can run under the ball.
Okay, let's talk about the key starters for the Colonels, led by quarterback Parker Caudill. He's just a junior, but he's had quite the season this year.
He really has, and again, he's an outstanding play-action passer. Does a good job of faking the run. Hides the ball well on his bootleg passes. So and he's got. And I'm watching the Colonel's dog run across the field carrying something with him. I'm not sure what it is.
Hope it's not the football.
No, it's not the football, but he does have something that he's bringing out on the field with him.
Yeah.
And Lucas Jones and Juan Tapia, two good running backs. Rawls not only a good kicker, but he's also a good receiver for them.
Yeah.
So they have a strong offensive line. I think we talked about them last week, and I love the dog out there. That's fantastic. So I think on paper it looks like this should be a lopsided game for Oldham County, but you don't play it on paper. You got to go out there on the grass and play.
All right, we'll take our final break. Kickoff right after this on GLICOD.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy with Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood. As a parent, I understand the importance of raising children with healthy oral hygiene. It paves the way for a lifetime of good health and provides confidence and self-esteem. At Infinite Smiles Dental Center, we're family-friendly and our treatment is offered with compassion without high pressure. If you have a recurring problem or just due for your next exam, please give us a try. Infinite Smiles Dental Center across from SOHS, 502-890-2035. Come smile with us.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows. What's in an e-cig cloud? Think it's a harmless vapor? Think again. Nicotine, ultrafine particles that can lead to asthma, formaldehyde, lead that can cause brain damage, acetone found in nail polish remover. Don't let big tobacco cloud your judgment. Get the facts. Electronic cigarettes, unhealthy and addictive. Stay above the influence. A message from the Oldham County Health Department and the Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has the mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 225-9900. That's 225-9900. Or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Robin Lawson, CFP, proud supporter of Oldham County sports.
GLICOD Communications presents Kentuckiana Football Friday. Tonight's game is brought to you by Kinzer & Kinzer in LaGrange. Oldham County's trained comfort specialists. By LaGrange Service Center, caring for your car with Napa know-how. By Lawson Financial, helping you plan for your financial security. LawsonFinancial.net. By LaGrange Chiropractic at 301 South 1st Street. Undo the mileage on your body at LaGrange Chiropractic. By Battery Giant, where you can shop for many types of batteries online at batterygiant.com. By the Oldham County Board of Health. Healthy people, strong community. Oldham County.
And here we onside kick, loose ball.
I think Doss might have it. They kicked it around for a while. Oldham County recovered it.
Boy, that was a close call for the Colonels there. Onside kick here in the first kickoff of the game. Jesus Rodriguez, the kicker for Doss, and a little, as you said, trickeration. They're going to have to do some things to catch people off
guard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they did. But Colonels were able to recover.
Interesting. Sam Young is starting at quarterback. Parker Caudell is not starting tonight.
That is an interesting wrinkle and a big one.
Sam Young is a freshman. We saw him late in the game last week.
Handoff. Lucas Jones tries the right side and picks up a few yards before he's thrown back.
Joe Weaver on the tackle.
And as you mentioned while we were in the break, we were able to say this now with great confidence, it ain't raining. And 11 of 13 weeks in a row, Friday nights have been wet nights. We've had a lot of rain, but none right now, and it's supposed to be clearing out.
Yes.
No rain in the sky that we can see. 2nd and 7. Young under center. Jones, the setback, takes the handoff, goes to the left, bounces it to the outside, and picks up another 3 yards more. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 5 from where they spot it. So just 2 yards on that carry. Interesting change here.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what happened during practice. So Oldham County, the first 2 running plays are what we call the stretch plays, where the quarterback gets the ball to the running back as deep as he can, and the running back tries to stretch the defense until he finds an opening and it cuts it upfield.
Nothing there. Young going to roll out to his right, put it in the air, and has a receiver and a 1st down. Nice toss to Jackson Deckard, and that'll move the chains for the Colonels. Young comes out, takes over as a freshman here in the playoffs, and so far no mistakes and a nice pass that time.
All right. Nice rollout. Get away from the pressure.
1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Colonels' first drive of the night. Early in the first quarter. We'll see, they come to the line. Now he lines up at a shotgun.
Spread left.
Jones to his right. And Jones with the carry. Works his way to the left side of the line and about 3 yards forward again. That'll bring us 2nd and 7. Not the big gashing rushing yards so far. About 3 yards a carry for Jones, but you could take that.
Well, yeah, 3-4 yards is good. You stay ahead of the chains. You don't want to have 1 and 2 yards because then you're really in a bad situation on 2nd and long or 3rd and long. But Doss's defensive line, 75, a big old guy. Ricky Barber.
Straight ahead, Jones hits it hard, bounces to the left, and he's on a mission.
And we just talked about no big plays. And the young man I just mentioned, Ricky Barber, had him locked up at the line of scrimmage, and Lucas Jones pulled away from him, and that's the kind of running back he is.
And he runs all the way to the end zone, 43-yard scamper for a touchdown, and that is what we kind of expected we might see, Lucas Jones breaking hard, but a little surprised he wasn't caught. A couple of guys had an angle at least to start. He simply outran them.
He is quick. We saw that last week running in the mud.
Rawls in to attempt the extra point. Tyler Holvey, the holder. And we've got a little offsides, but he'll go ahead and pooch it through.
Indication is offsides on the defense.
So that play didn't happen. They'll I guess, move it forward and a yard.
That's one that used to drive me crazy, was the offside on the extra point attempt.
Yeah.
You're not going to block the kick. So
they declined the penalty. They'll just leave the ball right where it was at and try it again. 6-0 the score here in the early goings. Rawls. That snap a little low, but they got it up and knocked it through.
Kicked it to the back of the stadium, almost over the fence.
Yeah, he got all of that one.
Yes, he did.
Well, any surprise on this first drive, Coach?
Well, you know what I was surprised, Mike, was how well Doss was playing defense, especially the defensive lineman. And as soon as I said that, Lucas Jones breaks a tackle by Ricky Barber, who made a couple really nice plays on the first couple running plays. But no, basically, you know, Oldham County's doing what we saw them do last week and what they've done all year, apparently.
Yeah, they did it and did it well. And they control the outcome so far here. 7-0 the score early in the first quarter. Waiting for the kickoff, Sean Rawls, the kicking expert. About to do his thing, and his thing is to pin it back deep. We'll see if he can make it happen this time. Nice kick. And it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback and come back out to the 20-yard line. But, you know, some kids just look like they're giving it everything they've got, and the ball goes 20 yards. He kicks it. It seems effortless. It didn't even look like he tried that hard.
It reminds me a lot of a golf swing. You will watch professional golfers swing, and it looks like they put no effort in it, and it goes 300 yards. And you'll see an amateur player who's not a very good player who will swing very hard and very fast, and the ball doesn't go anywhere. So kind of the same situation for a kicker. You know, the ones that are effortless in their kick seem to have the distance that you need.
Well, he got it done that time. Yeah, we have a little. We got a little hiccup in our scoreboard. The score is actually 7-0. Oldham County versus Doss, and little technical glitch. But hey, that's just the way it goes. First down play for Doss. Picked up about a yard, and that's it.
Yep. Doss running out of the shotgun.
Short gain, 2nd down and 9.
We'll see what they have here to dial up for 2nd and 9. Spread offense. Quarterback with a 2-back set. And a handoff left side and right into the blue. Nice defense that time from the Colonels, Bryce Roche and others on that stop.
Yep.
Number 5, Preston Dykes.
Preston Dykes as well. Picked up a couple of yards, maybe 3. It'll be 3rd and 6. Not much that time. They're going to put it in the air, and the reception, nice pitch and catch, and enough for a first down.
And that's a little 3-step drop. In fact, when you're in the shotgun, you don't even need to take the drop. You're already 3 steps back.
Yeah.
That's just a little hitch pattern. The receiver goes down 3 steps, plants his foot, turns to the quarterback. The ball should be right there when he turns his head.
Cortez King, the receiver on that play. He needed 6 yards. He got 6.5. First down, just across the 30-yard line in the first drive tonight for the Dragons as they pick up the first down of the evening on a 3rd and 6. Let's see what Rayshawn Nelson can dial up here on first down.
Under center this time.
2-back set, and he goes to the right. Keon Lee, the carrier, fullback, and he'll pick up a couple more.
Yep. Don't have a height or weight on Keon, but he looks like a large young man at fullback. Stout. He's stout. That's right.
Out to about the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. As Nelson runs over to the sideline, gets the information he needs from his coach, then runs back to the team. That'll wear a quarterback out.
It wears me out watching him do it.
Well, I'm not like I used to be. So. Shotgun, single back set. And Lee takes the handoff, and he's got a wide open strip of land in front of him. And he's got some surprising speed, Lee. Down to the 10.
Oh!
And then, oh, wow.
Down to the 3.
Jackson Deckard makes the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, they caught Oldham County in a blitz. They blitzed over the guard. They ran over the tackle. There was no linebacker there for your secondary coverage. Their alignment had moved the defensive end out of the play. It's a great play just by formation. They forced Oldham County into a bad defense.
A huge run down inside the 5, as you say, to the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and Doss knocking on the door here and in quick fashion. Price, the deep back, and he'll take the handoff. And no gain, maybe even a loss of a yard. Nice defense that time from the Colonels as they stack that hole up and take it away.
Now, Mike, if I'm sitting up here as a spotter for Doss High School, I'm going to tell them to run that same play and have the quarterback pull the ball and take it around the right end all by himself. He could have walked in because everybody on Oldham County was playing that run.
2nd and goal. They did lose a yard. It's back on the 4-yard line. Nelson in the shotgun.
Well,
Jackson Deckard comes flying in, makes another great stop.
It would have been better if he'd actually faked the ball to the running back.
Number 2, Rayshawn Nelson on the keeper.
Nelson got nothing that time. As a matter of fact, he went back another 1.5 yards, and now they're back outside the 5-yard line with a 3rd and goal. I think the Colonels' defense got a little chagrined there on that long run by Lee, and they're determined not to let it happen again. Single bat trips to the right side and a pitch to the right. And he ain't going to make it.
Nope.
Barry Reed on the carry, and Barry went nowhere.
Jackson Deckard, a lot of penetration, turned the play back inside, and we always say turn it inside to where all your buddies are at.
Yeah, he had a lot of help.
Yes.
A lot of blue jerseys come flying to the ball, and a timeout taken by Doss with another loss of a
making them feel right at home. We offer a bevy of options to boost your oral health and accept most insurance plans. Across from SOHS at 5998 Pleasant Colony Court, that's Infinite Smiles Dental Center, an Invisalign provider and a locally owned and operated dental practice.
Welcome back here. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek. Score 7-0. Oldham County has the lead here. Dawson a timeout as they are at 4th and goal from the 7-yard line. It was 1st and goal from the 3, so Oldham County's coming up with a big goal line stand defense here right now.
Well, and right now, if I'm coaching Dawson, I'm going to try some kind of run pass option with Rayshawn Nelson. You got a wide side of the field here on the left, so we'll see what they dial up. A run pass option would be good.
Cortez Kennedy, the lone wide receiver this side. They send motion this direction, and now we have a flag on the play. Maybe a motion penalty. We'll have to see what the referee says.
Yes.
Indication, false start on the Dragons.
And that's going to go back another 5 for the Dragons as this offensive series is going the wrong way.
Sometimes you can try things that are just a little bit too fancy. And sometimes it's better just to put the people in the position that you want them before the ball is snapped rather than trying to motion them into that position.
So what are they doing here? Kind of a wholesale change of players, and now there are only 7.
They're missing some players.
8 Dragons.
Field goal.
9. They need 2 more. He's going to have to take another timeout.
I am not sure that this is something they practice a lot.
And a delay of game against Doss, and that's going to be another 5 yards. And this is not the way you get into the end zone after making a big play by Lee, who had a huge run but couldn't finish it off.
No, that's a shame, too. Okay, now we're not going to kick a field goal. So we're out of the field goal kicker's range.
All right, let's see what they come up with here on 4th down. Ball is at the just across the 15-yard line. 4th and goal, 15 yards away, and I already see that Doss Dragons playing a little dispiritedly, kind of lazy on and off the field, and that's not a good sign. Nelson's foot slipped out from under him, got the throw away, but incomplete out of the end zone. And the Colonels will take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. So they give up a huge run. Doss gets 3 yards from Glory, but they can't punch it in. Yep. And that's got to be deflating.
That is, and they won't get that many opportunities, I'm afraid, tonight. So that was a nice pass, though. He threw it to the back corner of the end zone, and the receiver was in the back corner of the end zone. It was just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah. Had that back foot slip out from right before he made the throw, that will affect his pass, I imagine.
And you can see on the video that the field looks odd.
That's a good way to say it.
Well, it's been overseeded. The center of the field has been overseeded with the ryegrass because the rest of the field's Bermuda, and it's all dormant right now. But it actually was in good shape when we walked across it.
Handoff, Tapia. Right side, we have a flag come in. This is going to come back, but Tapia is all the way to the end zone. No, I'm sorry, that's Lucas Jones. My mistake.
But bring it back. I think we have a holding penalty.
85-yard scamper is going to come all the way back.
A flag on the field. Indication by our referee is holding against the Colonels.
Holding against the Colonels is going to bring this back plus some.
Well, that certainly would have padded Lucas Jones' stats.
Yeah, nice
rushing. A 45-yard run and an 85-yard run.
Yeah, they're going to get weary running all the way back just to reset and march off the penalty. But a nice run by Jones. He shows his ability to evade tacklers and then the speed he needs to break away.
Right. And again, it's a simple play. It's just you stretch the defense and you wait for that opening, and eventually one of the defensive linemen will not keep in leverage. He won't stay in his position. He'll decide to go around the block, and there'll be a gap, and then the back accelerates through that gap.
They'll push the ball back to the 9-yard line, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that's going to be about a 1st and 16 from the 9. I think it's a running play, though. It is again. Straight ahead, right off the tackle there, in that guard tackle gap.
That was Juan Tapia.
Tapia, his first touch of the night. And he got all 10 yards back on that penalty. It's going to be 2nd down and about 5, and quickly to the line. Tapia stays in, takes the handoff, and this time runs right into the defender.
Big play.
That's Emmett
Russell.
Emmett Russell on the stop.
Yeah, nice tackle. Good play.
3rd and 5. Into the game for the Colonels, Jackson Deckard. Bryce Roche hustles off. Also, Tapia comes out of the game.
Yeah, Lucas Jones is back in.
We'll see if Mr. Jones doesn't get us a phone call here.
3rd down for the Colonels.
Dial him up.
Yeah, he's about 7 yards behind the ball. Fake. Oh, what a nice bootleg. And the pass is connected. And a nice run after for Jacob Ratliff.
Jacob Ratliff. Nice pass, too. That's, we've seen a couple good freshman quarterbacks this year. If you remember the young man up in Bloomington North.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed with Sam Young. We saw him in the 4th quarter last week. He was all right. But a week of practice, he looks a lot better.
He looks like a Heisman winner.
Well, you know, the difference, though, is he's playing with the first team,
Yeah.
and that does make a big difference when you're playing with the first team linemen.
Yeah, it sure does. A big gain out to the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 40. Jacob Ratliff, a player, we haven't called his name yet tonight, but I expect to hear him both on offense and defense. He's an impact player. Young, quick pitch. Lucas Jones trying to outrun the defense. He'll get 9 of the 10 he needs. 2nd and 1 to the 49-yard line.
Nice tackle by Tanner Coyle for Doss, outside linebacker.
And now, I thought they were going to put it down at the 49. Then they got confused there for a second. But it is 2nd down and 1, just short of midfield. Colonel's not seeming to have too much trouble on offense. And another timeout taken by Doss as they see something they don't like. They're going to take a quick break. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back right after this on GLICOD.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Welcome back here as the timeout passes by. Doss has used 2 timeouts here in the first quarter. They're only down 7-0, but it feels worse than that. And I think Coach Crow is trying to figure out how to stop this offense from Oldham County chewing up big chunks of yardage on the back of Lucas Jones.
Last weekend, the girls won their 2nd straight regional championship, and the boys finished.
Big crowd here tonight for Oldham Counties. They've turned out in force. It's never hard to support a team that's 9-1.
Yeah, that's the easy part. The hard part is to support a team that's 3-7.
First round of the playoffs. 5A teams here, and a handoff and a fake. Young gets back, sets up, and has a in the hands of Lucas Jones, and he just simply dropped the ball.
And he simply dropped it because his head turned to look at the big OC in the end zone, and he hadn't caught the ball yet when he was already looking for that touchdown.
Boy, that's frustrating if you're a quarterback.
And you hear that so often. You have to catch the ball and then run.
Jones just a half step moving before he had the ball, and that was all it took. But the spot-on shot from Sam Young.
Yes.
Very impressive play, and from a freshman, no less.
6'1", 170 pounds.
Well, looky there. Lucas Jones going to make up for it on this run. He'll pick up the first down plus, and down to the 33-yard line. Well, you drop a pass, you better go out and get it on the ground.
That's right.
Quarterback doesn't get the stats for that one, though. So, nice run by Lucas Jones.
That's right.
Colonels again on the march.
Not a big guy, 5'7", 155 pounds, that says on the roster. So for a senior, good leadership.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, 7-0 your score. Oldham County, though, seemingly in control of this one.
Oh,
and a fumble.
That was
a design play?
I don't have any idea.
The snap came right as Jackson Deckard went across in motion.
I don't know if Jackson Deckard got in the way of the snap or the snap was supposed to be to him in motion. That is, if that was the case, that's extremely difficult to snap the ball to a man moving behind you. So I'm thinking that Sam was not in the spot he was supposed to be in when the ball was snapped.
Yeah, I was trying to think, what are the odds that was a purposeful play? Because I don't think it was.
No.
Loss of about 4 on it. It'll be 2nd and 14. Young takes the snap, puts it in the air, has a reception. This time it's Jackson Deckard who fights to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll pick up 4, maybe 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Decker.
And that was a lot of work, but not a lot of yards on that play.
I got it. Well, yeah, you're right. It's you really like to have picked up 10 yards there, so you've been in a 3rd and 5.
I get 3rd and long. This is where you say they're behind the chains.
Yeah.
But if there's an offense that can do it, it would be the Colonels.
And Doss has put their big guy in the game, number 70, Kentrell Kennedy.
And by big guy, we say he's like 2 players in there. How would you hate to have to block him?
So they have to, they're like playing with.
And they run where he was at. Jones on the carry. He'll pick up about 5, maybe 6. It'll be 4th and short, but it's going to happen in the second quarter because that's the end of the first. After 1, it's Oldham County 7, Doss nothing. We'll be right back right after this. Stay with us.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Welcome back here. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here, Oldham County High School. 7-0 Colonel lead. Updated score, South Oldham at the end of 1 leads Fairdale 21-0. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that what you saw?
21.
All right. 21-0. South Oldham, their Dragons having a night.
Nope.
These Dragons had a good play right there as they stopped the Colonels on 4th and a long 3 or short 4. Either way, it's a 1st and 10 Dragon ball now. Nothing there that time.
No, not a thing, and good tough defense by Doss, and again, no quit there.
Yeah, well,
playing hard.
One of the things you say about an underdog is the longer they stay in the ball game, the more they begin to believe they have a chance to make this happen.
Right.
1st and 10, we'll see what Nelson can do on the offense. When we see the Dragons on defense again, I'm going to ask you about that big player that we got to see there, number 70, Kennedy. Yep.
Yes.
Because he's a big boy. He looked like he's 300 pounds.
He's a large young man. So.
And when he eats Chick-fil-A sandwiches like they're nuggets. Nelson in the shotgun, handoff to the second back through. And he strives and struggles, but he gets maybe a yard or 2 and nothing more. Nice effort that time by Barry Reed, but just not a lot of ground inside to get going. 2nd and 8.
Should have gained about 2. Brought down by a host of Colonels.
And then the PA announcer says, brought down by a host of Colonels. That was the right way to say it, because there were about 3 or 4 right on top of it.
You could say a whole platoon of Colonels.
You could. 2nd and 8. Nelson is going to put it in the air, left side, and had a man open, but overthrew him and incomplete. 3rd and 8.
A nice short, quick pass from the defense.
That's really a timing pass.
Yes.
And Stephen Jones, the receiver, looked like he had that momentary gap that you want.
A lot of room.
And he's not going to get caught. It's going to be a touchdown. Doss ties or gets close to a tie game. 7-6 on that pass. 3rd one. And he's in the end zone.
Just a quick, like we used to call it, a bubble screen. Quick screen out to the wide receiver, and the Oldham County defensive back took a bad angle to come up to make the play, and then missed the tackle.
Just under 11 minutes, trying to tie it up here on the foot of Jesus Rodriguez. The extra point kicker puts it up. And it's good. And we got a tie ball game.
Yes.
Here in the second quarter.
10 minutes, 59.
And I don't think that was anything anyone expected.
No, but you mentioned it earlier. The more an underdog stays in the game, the more they believe they can win this game.
7-all here. On a good football night. Perfect weather.
Perfect.
Finally, no rain, and something we can say with great joy because this has been a soggy season. I'm not going to lie. It started early and it rained often. And as we get down into the postseason now in Kentucky, good to know that we can get at least one game or maybe two that doesn't have anything but sunshine falling from the sky.
I think last week we were talking about 8 out of the 10 weeks it rained.
I think it was actually 10 of 12.
10 of 12.
According to John Belsky.
10 of the 12 Friday nights it rained. You get in that cycle.
Yeah. Kickoff coming your way from Mr. Rodriguez. A little squib kick.
Uh-oh.
And no one decides to take it, and now trouble. And big-time trouble for the Colonels as they're backed up inside the 20-yard line down at the 15. Boy, it's hard to get a squib kick to go that far and get that kind of...
But everybody from Oldham County just looked at the ball rolling past them. Nobody made any attempt to pick the... Somebody has to try to pick the ball up.
Yeah, are you going to get it?
No, you get it.
It's absolutely crazy, but that's called shooting yourself in the foot on the special teams.
Well, let's see what Sam Young can do to get this Oldham County team back on track again.
He'll have a 1st and 10 from his own 15-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield behind him. Hand off to the second man through. I believe that's Jones.
No, Tapia.
Juan Tapia?
Yeah. Lucas on the sideline. I see number 32 standing over by the kicking net.
Oh, there. Yep, I see him too. They have screens on the windows here at Oldham County, and the one window I'm looking through at the moment that gives you that little crosshatch thing, and it kind of obscures the numbers. So I lean over, and whoop, there you go. Windex clean, sort of. Tapia right side.
Oh!
He bursts through, ball comes out, and it's picked up. And can they catch him?
No.
Jacob Ratliff, Johnny on the spot, advances the fumble to the end zone.
What a turn of events. A fumble turns into a touchdown.
Jacob Ratliff. He's made some big plays on the defensive side of the ball, some pick six in the last couple of years.
Right.
But, boy, what a nice...
He is in the right spot at the right time for Oldham County.
Just picked up that loose ball. Tapia got hit hard. Ball came flying out forward. Kind of an unusual trajectory for a fumble, but it did came out that way. And Ratliff was able to pick it up and elude the defenders and simply outrun them. Rawls in for the extra point. The kick is up. And a little...
Looked like roughing the kicker.
Did we get a flag on it?
Yes,
yeah,
we did. Yeah, we did. Be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff, which most likely means a touchback because Mr. Rawls has quite the leg. But extra point is good. 14-7 is your score. And those kind of breaks, those are the kind of things that break your momentum. Doss really trying to fight to stay in this game, and that didn't help.
Well, we'll see what kind of resiliency Doss has, because can they bounce back from a bad break?
Yeah. You're going to get one every game. It's almost a,
Well, we said before,
is.
fumbles, interceptions, strange plays, funny bounces, all could have an effect in this game. And right now, Oldham County is the team that is benefiting from that.
Sean Rawls will put the ball on the Doss 45-yard line to enforce the penalty on that roughing the kicker on the extra point. Rawls will most likely put it in the end zone, but we'll see. Maybe they have a different strategy here.
A high Poochie kick would be a good one right now.
Yeah, we'll see what they called for.
High Poochie, do you have it? No. Yes.
Yeah, he's going to keep it in the field of play. They take it at the 2-yard line. Almost goes down, keeps his feet. Now he lost the ball.
And Doss recovered.
But they do cover it at the 15-yard line.
On the return, fumble but recovered by the Dragons.
Surprised that he didn't kick that in the end zone, though, because he didn't look like he was trying to pooch the kick.
Well, as if they were trying to pin them back deep, it's worked. They have the ball, and they spot it down on the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Dragons back in a hole here. Coach Fox talked about that in the pregame interview. We had some trouble with our recorder for some reason. We were hearing it, but our audience wasn't. We apologize for that hiccup. I simply don't know why, but Coach Fox did talk about the effectiveness of his kicking game and how difficult it is at the high school level for a team to march 70 to 80 yards each drive. Nelson hands off right side. And simply runs over the defender.
Good hard run by Barry Reed. Well, you know, Mike. There was a study done. This goes back years ago when I was coaching. That for a high school team, that once you get past 8 plays in a row, something bad is going to happen. You're going to fumble, interception. There's going to be a penalty. Like a high school team, on the average, can only go like 8 plays in a row. I think in college it was like 10, and pros maybe 12. But it's just you're going against the averages when you have to keep driving the ball.
I formation, handoff to Reed. He goes left side, breaks a tackle or two, and just short of the first down.
Number 15, Reed.
We'll see where they spot it. It's going to be close. Nice run by Reed.
He's a tough runner. The Reed, Lee, Young, they got some nice running backs.
Yeah, Reed delivers a hit.
Offensive linemen are doing a good job.
And they give him a first down on the spot. 1st and 10, ball out at the 24-yard line. Clock continues to run here in the second quarter. Oldham County up 14-7, but Doss, they haven't thrown in the towel yet.
You know, I'm just looking here. 3 of the 5 offensive linemen for Doss that I was just able to identify are senior players too. So they've been through the battles.
Nelson back in pistol formation, sends one man out to the flat. Shows pass, pulls it down, and is swallowed up in a sea of blue. And what was he attempting to do that time?
I think he was attempting the survival. I really don't know.
He put his back out in motion to the flat, but
I think Mike. I think he was trying to a quick pass out there to that back.
But the defense took that away.
Mm-hmm. And he really wasn't wide enough to be effective.
Loss of a couple. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. Nelson under center. I backfield. Barry Reed again on the handoff. This time the Colonels meet him in his own backfield, and they'll take him down. He's not going to escape that time.
Initial contact by number 7, Jacob.
Jacob Ratliff credited with the stop, but at least slowing him down. Mr. Reed's he's tough back to break down one-on-one.
Yeah, he is big. He's a big guy. Like I said, we don't have any size stats on Doss players, but just looking at him, he's good looking running back.
3rd and 13. Nelson in the shotgun.
Another senior too.
And he's going to drop back, look for somewhere to go in the air, and he gets taken down, a sack.
In the backfield.
And tackle made by Blake Fox.
Number 61, Devin Cancel.
Fox in on the stop.
Well, he had Reed open on the quick 3-step drop. He had Reed open. I don't know why he decided not to throw it there.
Well, it's a moot point now. They lost about 3 yards on that play. It'll be 4th and 17, and they're going to punt it away. Rodriguez in.
Oh, not bad.
Not a bad kick. Going to be taken at the 47-yard line.
Uh-oh.
And Ratliff is on the run. One man to beat, and he beats him. Touchdown. Oldham County. They get it on a fumble recovery and run, and now a punt return. Ratliff.
And you know that you could just see that there's a beautiful
Colonels, last time he tried this, he got a roughing the kicker penalty. We'll see if they can avoid that this time, the Doss Dragons. Snapping the holder on the spot. And the kick is down the middle as well, 21-7.
And that one was out on the 3,
yeah.
And you ended up trying a pass play on 4th and goal from the 15-yard line.
And that went nowhere.
No.
So that near touchdown, that's a big miss.
Right.
Rawls, ball spotted right midfield at the 40-yard line. He gets back a good 10 yards. Lanky young man makes his approach. And a low kick, and this is going to skip right into the end zone. And he'll come back out to the 20-yard line.
That really is a good weapon. Coach was talking about, knowing that he's going to kick the ball into the end zone. The other team's going to start on the 20. He knows that he can get to the 25-yard line and have an opportunity to get 3 points. He knows that, he's on the 50 and he decides to punt, that his punter's going to put the ball down inside the 10-yard line. That is really quite a weapon to have.
Yeah, think of the number of high schools whose seasons could be extended or changed completely with just a good kicker.
It's all that what we used to call hidden yardage that a kicker provides, or your kicking game provides. Nice play by 61.
Devin
really,
Cancel.
Yeah, very, very good defensive play. He stood up the offensive blocker. He disengaged from the block and met the ball carrier in the hole. Kind of the way you would teach a kid to play defensive line.
Keon Lee, the ball carrier, and just not anywhere to go there because Cancel met him right at the line of scrimmage and took him down.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Nice play by Devin Cancel.
Mm-hmm.
But this defensive front line for the Colonels, Cancel, Fox, Deckard, number 34, they're making plays up front.
Yeah, and they're not really big players. They got some good quickness.
Throwing down the sideline.
Yeah, that's going to be pass interference.
And they're going to say the contact wasn't incidental.
Yeah, it's going to be pass interference.
Zach Ford, the cornerback that got tied up with the receiver. An incomplete pass turns into a first down.
I always find it interesting, especially in high pass interference plays.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make the call. It's either the line. It's 25 yards downfield.
It is an interesting thing.
And the job back in the day when we only had 4 referees, you didn't have that back judge that the linesman and the field judge had to run up and down the sidelines. The proliferation of the passing game caused high schools to add a 5th official.
Nelson hands off to Reed, and he's met in the backfield. Great defensive penetration by that aforementioned front 4 for Oldham County.
It looked like the duo
Cancel in on the stop. Blake Fox as well.
Make the stop for the Colonels.
And also Keegan Bremer.
It's another example of a pick 6. If Eric had not had that ball deflected.
And Jacob Radliff, the defender back there, and just nearly got another one.
Interception.
Punting situation on 4th and 8.
Now what is the punter doing? Now that's something I've never seen before.
Walk it off.
Now that is Jesus Rodriguez just walk.
Kick the. Oh, this is a high end over end. It's going to bounce. You got to worry about some of these blue-shirted linemen who are backing up and not see that ball coming at them.
Yeah, you really don't want a ball bouncing around linemen.
Yeah, it ain't a good thing.
No.
That ball went net 10.
Yeah.
And that's not the kind of kick. 2nd and 12.
Now, if you run that zone stretch play and then come back here to the left with a bootleg, it's wide open.
If coaches see that, somebody can call it down.
I'm sure they do. They have good coaches here.
They have spotters up here in the booth,
yep.
And they're observating. doing like a George Bushism there, right?
That's right, observate.
2nd and 12. Shifting some players around. Strong to the left. And that's the way they go. Nice penetration by the defense.
Yeah, the defense playing tough. Oh.
And Jones goes down.
45 Tanner Coyle makes a
another loss of a yard or two. That'll bring it 3rd and about 13 at the 46-yard line.
So observate, huh?
Observate, yeah.
That reminds me very quickly, a real quick story. The student who came to see me wanted to drop an English class because he was looking for one that was more funner.
More fun. Okay. Well, I could teach him some new words. Why not? 3rd and 13. Freshman Sam Young leading the offense.
There's the bootleg.
Rolls
There's the
out.
receiver.
Has a man open. Can he catch it?
He
does. Jalen Moore. Huge catch and some yards after. And it's going to be 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that play's been open a lot for them. Doss overcommits to the running play, and that's why they've been doing a pretty good job of stopping the run.
Yeah.
But they're overcommitting their whole defense to stopping the run. And
well, you get one safety back there to try to save a touchdown.
And Sam Young threw a nice long pass there.
Makes you wonder what happened to Parker Cotterill.
You know, that's interesting.
Because I don't even see him on the sideline.
No, I've looked on the sideline.
So
hopefully he's not injured and nothing bad happened.
He's certainly not dressed tonight. So they're going with Young. 1st and goal. Lucas Jones. He'll get down to the 5-yard line. Picks up a couple. It'll be 2nd and goal. You know, that's no matter how good the freshman is and how much confidence you have as a coach, it's got to change your thinking to go into the postseason after a 9-1 season, and now you put it all on the shoulders of a freshman.
Yeah, you don't want to make that change. If you don't have to, you don't want to make that change this time of the year. Our man Kennedy is now in on their goal line defense.
How do you block a guy that outweighs you by 150 pounds? I mean, I don't mean that disrespectfully, but he's a big boy.
You stay low, you keep your feet moving, you allow him to go the direction he wants to go.
And you go away from him.
Yes.
Shotgun, Young to his right. Short pass, almost a touchdown.
Yeah, well defended, though. That was Dalen Young. Nice defensive back play.
Bryce Roche had the ball within his reach but couldn't quite control it in the end zone, and it goes out of his hands, and it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
I'll take that back. There was Aaron Kunda on defense that time. Knocked the ball down. Nice play. Good defensive play.
Couple of player substitutions. Preston Dykes comes off. Bryce Roche comes off. And now the entire offense comes off as the Colonels decide to take a timeout with under a couple minutes to go here. They'll take a break. We'll take a quick one as well. We'll be right back right after this on GLICOD.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy with Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood. As a parent, I understand the importance of raising children with healthy oral hygiene. It paves the way for a lifetime of good health and provides confidence and self-esteem. At Infinite Smiles Dental Center, we're family-friendly and our treatment is offered with compassion without high pressure. If you have a recurring problem or just due for your next exam, please give us a try. Infinite Smiles Dental Center across from SOHS, 502-890-2035. Come smile with us.
Welcome back here. Timeout taken by the Colonels as they're trying to figure out what to do to get in the end zone. 3rd and goal from about the 5-yard line. Coming up at halftime, special interview with Steve Greenwell, who's running for magistrate here in Oldham County. I'll have a chance to speak with him for just a couple of minutes. That's coming up right after the first break here at halftime, but we aren't there yet. About 1:20 to go in the second quarter. 21-7 Oldham County on top, and they're trying to make it 28. They send trips out to the far side. They overload that side. Only one down near us is Jackson Deckard.
And I'll bet you they're going to come left. Deckard's open.
And he's in the
pitch and catch.
That's not Deckard. That is Jalen Moore, excuse me.
Right. And well-designed play by Oldham County. You overloaded one side.
The kicker, and there's going to be some tempers flare, I can tell you that.
We do have a flag on the play.
Second time tonight that's been the call, and I got to believe the refs, if that happens again, they're going to say something, because that's a vulnerable player.
It is, very. You're right.
And both Indiana and Kentucky have been all about player safety in the last few years, as they should be. Those kind of plays, especially kickers, as they get that leg up in the air, they're extremely vulnerable.
Yes, they are. And, yeah, you don't want to see that happen. But that's twice now, so.
28-7 your score, 21-point lead by Oldham County.
So, Rawls kicking again from the 45 of Doss.
Yeah.
Pooch kick, onside kick, kick it out of the end zone.
I'd pooch it again.
I would too. I'd pooch it right there. There's a kind of a void right there, right in, let's say about the 15-yard line. There's a nice void right there.
And it's not that far to kick. It's only about a 30-yard kick. That's a chipping wedge for him. Just put it on the green. There you go. That's what he goes for.
A little too long.
Yeah. Taking it to 5. Gets through the first wave, knocks over the second wave.
Holy cow.
Was that Reed? I believe it was.
It was. He is a tough runner.
He's going to punish you if you're going to try to take him on. I like that.
I do too. I like that style of play.
It's called football. As you said, it's not a contact sport. It's a collision sport.
Yep.
I took that to heart. I shared that with somebody, and they were like, I never thought of that before. I said, it's because you're not Coach Kazmary. First and 10, ball out at the 30-yard line. Doss with a minute and change here trying to find the end zone at least one more time before halftime. We'll see if they can go 30 yards in 65 seconds.
Well, they're capable.
Penalty flag comes in and quarterback goes down. But this is an ugly play.
It's a procedure penalty against Doss. I'd like to see Ray Sean throw the ball. He's a good passer. He's a good-looking quarterback. His skill level looks good. He just seems reluctant to throw the ball.
You know, I was going to ask you about that because it seemed like he's pulling it down just a bit too soon.
Right? Yeah.
Like he's not giving the play just enough time to develop.
Yeah, you just need another split second to let that receiver break open.
5-yard penalty.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. They went the wrong way.
No,
they declined it.
Oh,
so it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Interesting call.
Yep.
Nelson again. There's another flag on the field, and he goes down this time with a 5-yard loss. Was there another motion penalty?
Yeah, I believe there was.
Putting the pressure on.
The timeout taken by Oldham County. They're going to wave off the flag. I guess he dropped it by accident. So 5-yard loss on the play will be 3rd and 15. They're going to talk it over real quick. We'll do the same. We'll be right back right after this.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has the mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 225-9900. That's 225-9900. Or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Robin Lawson, CFP, proud supporter of Oldham County sports.
No, about the 17-yard line.
Welcome back here. We're in the break. We're
got some nice players. Give them a chance to catch it and run with it.
49 seconds to go here. Out of bounds stops the clock. They started the clock errantly. Now, I'm not sure what that signal was.
Start on the snap.
Okay. Nelson. He can't throw it now. He's across the line.
Uh-oh, horse collar.
Lucky they didn't get that flag.
Number 2.
That didn't happen. Brody Kelly on the stop that time. He just grabbed him and pulled him down. Timeout taken by Doss, and that should be their final timeout of the first half. As we do that, we'll stay here and take pictures, I would think. But, yes.
Some lopsided scores for this time of the season playoff. That's some lopsided scores.
You will run into that in the first round many times, because a lot of times you'll have teams that just barely, similar to Doss, 3-7 against a 9-1 team, and it does look a little lopsided. Nelson looks downfield.
Throw it.
Tries to buy some time.
Hey, Sean. There you go. Throw it. Give him a chance.
Overthrew his target. Reed had him open, just didn't get him the ball.
Mike, you'll remember this. You were playing when Indiana had what was called the cluster system.
I sure do.
And there were like 5 teams in a cluster, and you had to win your cluster to get into the playoffs. And that was such a disaster, because you could have teams that were 9-1, and the one loss they had was to a team that was 4-5 in the cluster, and all 4 of their wins were cluster wins.
Yeah, and they could win the cluster.
Yes.
3rd and 11. Nelson straight back. Now shifts to his left, trying to buy some time.
There he is.
And in the hands and out of the hands of his receiver, and picked off. Colonel ball, and that's going to end the drive.
That looked like, was it Tyler Barnes intercepted that? I couldn't tell the number.
Tyler Barnes is the one.
Tyler Barnes, good interception. Went through the hands of Doss player into his, but that's an example there of you're rolling to your left and you don't throw the ball back across the field. That's like asking for interceptions.
Yeah. That time it went through the receiver's hands first, and Tyler Barnes cleaned up the mess. 1st and 10, ball right at midfield. Just a few seconds left here in the second quarter. Young going to roll out to his left. He's in trouble. Gets rid of it. Throws it out of bounds and went way into the sideline. People screaming for a flag. They won't get it. About 10.9 seconds to go here. Something like that.
Well, if Oldham County could take it down and get it down to the 25, they have a chance to get a field goal. I don't know if they still have a timeout left or not.
Incomplete pass puts the ball back at midfield. It'll be 2nd and 10. And, with a 28-7 lead and 10-12 seconds to go on the clock.
Taking a knee and go in with a 21-point lead is not bad.
Yeah, I would say with a freshman quarterback here in the postseason,
right,
I'd be happy with that. Coach Fox, he's going to take a shot here. Might as well, I guess. That's his philosophy. You do what got you here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice play call. Jones.
Oh, what a tackle.
And
that was Robert Bulliard, and I thought that was the player who was injured during pregame warm-ups.
The broken finger.
Number 5 was the player going into the locker room when he's holding his hand and injured his hand.
Well, he's back in the game.
So
maybe it wasn't as bad as they thought.
Tape it up and go out and play, young man.
Yeah, well, clock stopped with 3.7 seconds. 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. Kind of like that delayed handoff for almost a draw play.
It was.
Jones really had a great opportunity to break a big one that time, but Bulliard said no way.
I'm not sure that was such a great tackle as it was he was trying to cut, and his feet slipped out at the same time that Bulliard made contact.
Yeah, well, Bulliard gets credit for the tackle.
Yes.
And an assist from the turf.
From the 40-yard line.
Now do you just heave it down there? You can't kick it from this far out.
Well, I mean, that's what you – obviously you're going for a score, so, yeah, just heave it down there.
I mean, if you're going to try to set a field goal record, a 57-yarder wouldn't be a bad one to blow off at 3.7 seconds. But they may have a kid that could do it.
Remind me in the second half, and I'll tell you a story about when I was coaching in North Carolina.
Quick pass to Jones, and that's going to do it. He'll pick up about 7 at the end of the half. 28-7. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching GLICOD.com coverage of Kentuckiana high school football. Stay with us.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers. Steve Greenwell is asking for your vote on November 6th. Steve is a longtime resident of Oldham County and a graduate of both Oldham County High School and University of Kentucky. During his 4 terms as magistrate, Steve has proven to be trustworthy, hardworking, and a conservative man of integrity. Endorsed by local FOP Lodge 62. Re-elect Steve Greenwell for Oldham County Magistrate 4th District.
Paid for by Steve Greenwell Campaign Fund.
What's in an e-cig cloud? Think it's a harmless vapor? Think again. Nicotine, ultrafine particles that can lead to asthma, formaldehyde, lead that can cause brain damage, acetone found in nail polish remover. Don't let big tobacco cloud your judgment. Get the facts. Electronic cigarettes, unhealthy and addictive. Stay above the influence. A message from the Oldham County Health Department and the Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center. Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has the mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 225-9900. That's 225-9900. Or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Robin Lawson, CFP, proud supporter of Oldham County sports.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
And welcome back. It's halftime. Mike Beck here in the booth, along with Steve Greenwell. Steve is running for magistrate in the 4th District here in Oldham County. And Steve, you're an incumbent, so you're trying to get re-elected that position. Tell the folks out there that maybe not politically savvy or really tuned in, what is the job of magistrate?
The magistrate represents 1/8 of the county. We have 8 magistrates in Oldham County, and so geographically you have 1/8 of it. And my district is all of Ballardsville and the east side of LaGrange. And so we meet twice a month, convene, and we spend the property taxes that are collected for various things like parks and roads and police department and things like that.
So that's a pretty important job if you're the one that's being tasked with dispersing the funds that come in through taxation or from other means, however they come in. You're the one that helps decide where they go.
Exactly.
And do you get a lot of advice in that job?
Yes, I do. And we start, the budget year is from July 1 through June 30th, and so we start in February developing the budget and making changes and things like that. We have about a $17 million budget, and roads is a big part of that, and police is the largest part of that.
Well, you've been in this position before. You're asking the voters to send you back for another term. What are some of the things that you feel like you've accomplished since you've been in that role?
Well, I have been magistrate for 16 years, and I'm chairman of the road committee, and that's kind of my specialty. And we have a system they call the pavement management system, and we instituted it 12 years ago. And we go out every 2 years and grade the roads, and the ones that need paving the worst and are the most traveled are the ones that get it based on that score. And what that does is takes the politics out of it, which is great for everybody concerned. Is for us anyway, because we can tell you when your road how it scored and when it would get paved next.
And every time a driver hits a pothole, it's always the worst pothole and the one that's not ever been touched in 75 years, right?
That's true. That pothole's been there for 5 years, and why hasn't it been fixed,
But you have a way to address that and methodically as well. And that's good to hear. Any other things as you look ahead, things that you may like to accomplish should you be given another opportunity?
Well, I am on the Economic Development Committee, and that was instituted 4 years ago. Judge Vogel set it up and asked for volunteers, and I jumped right on that. We have a 900-acre business park in LaGrange that we share with the city of LaGrange, and so we would, needless to say, like to have quality companies come there and provide jobs for people in the county.
Yeah. Now you say as a magistrate you're really over about an eighth of the county.
Yes.
But really it's a great time to be in any part of Oldham County, isn't it? I mean, this is a great region. It's a beautiful part of the state and an attractive part, isn't it?
It's very attractive. We like to brag that we're the healthiest, wealthiest county in the state, and that's true by the statistics. And when I went to college at University of Kentucky, there were 17,000 people here in this county. When I came back home, the population had doubled, and it's only doubled since then again. So it's an exciting time to be an Oldham Countyan.
It sure is. Well, thank you for coming out. And before I let you go, I have to point out the fact that you shared with me, you're not just an Oldham County native, you're also an Oldham County High School alumni, and you played on this field.
I did. When they dedicated the field in 1968, I was a sophomore in high school and got to play in that football game. We had a very good team that year, and even a lowly sophomore got to get on Bell Field that night.
Well, what do you think of the team so far this evening as a former player?
I am so excited for them because there's been some up and down years, and they are riding a crest right now, and more power to them. I hope they go very far in the playoffs.
Well, if they are to make a deep drive, they may have to go through their cross-county rivals, which puts you as an awkward spot as a county politician.
And on top of that, I drive a school bus at South Oldham, so I'm a school bus driver also.
Oh my goodness! Well, you wear a number of hats then.
Yes, I do.
Well, Steve, thank you for stopping by. Again, we're talking with Steve Greenwell. He's a Republican candidate for magistrate in the 4th District here in Oldham County. He's served for 16 years. And would like to go back for a few more. So thank you for taking some time to speak with us. We wish you well in the campaign, and go Colonels. Hey.
Thank you, Mike, very much.
All right. Well, we'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have some stats and maybe some scores of other games of interest. Stand by. More to come as we continue with coverage right here on GLICOD.com. We'll be right back.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Mobile Mower Repair, home of Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest mower, is offering incredible savings this winter. Now save $20 on winter service or 50% on pickup with delivery and service. Located in Crestwood at 5917 West Highway 22, Mobile Mower Repair has proudly served Oldham County with the best repair on Dixie Choppers for years. And now they're an authorized Husqvarna dealer too. That's Dixie Chopper and Husqvarna Mobile Mower Repair. They sell the best and service the rest. Give them a call because spring will be here before you know it. 241-0421. That's 241-0421.
Hi, folks. Jeff Kennedy with HKC Roofing. HKC has a full-time quality control supervisor on all our jobs. That's why we provide the best warranties in the roofing industry. We're so sure you'll love your new HKC roof. If you aren't satisfied, we'll pay a competitor to replace it. Call us now for your free digital roof analysis at 502-212-1081 or go online at roofyourhouse.com.
Why can't New Albany do this?
Welcome back here as we continue our coverage. Halftime, Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek back in the booth. You went over and got some stats and some information as we enjoy the Oldham County Band. They got, as you said, 9 tuba players.
9 tuba players, awesome. And I would say I'm going to just do a real quick count, and then 100 members of the band.
That's a pretty good-sized band.
That's a quick count, too.
Let's get a quick score update while we're talking about football here. What's going on?
2 score updates. North Oldham 6, Wayne County 45 at halftime.
Okay.
And Fairdale 7, South Oldham 50 at halftime.
Sound like 2 running clock situations there, if I didn't know better. And also for those viewers that might be wondering what's happening across the river in Indiana, only one team left in southern Indiana, still active, and that's the Providence Pioneers. They're on the road tonight at Paoli, where Paoli goes into the game 11-0. They're undefeated this season. Providence up at halftime 10-8. So interesting score there.
Be a good game. Both teams, obviously, we saw Providence play a couple times, and they got a really good team. And obviously, Paoli does also.
Yeah, well, that's the Indiana score we know, but we're really focused on Kentucky and Oldham County schools, and so far South has their way with Fairdale. Wayne County going to look like they're going to knock off North Oldham tonight, and the Oldham County Colonels, well, they're having a pretty good night as well.
Not bad. So we do have some information about Parker Caudell, who is the starting quarterback this season for Oldham County. The young man has some illness. He's suffered through strep throat. He's missing tonight's game and hopefully will be returning next week to the Colonels. So we wish him speedy recovery, and hopefully he'll be back 100% next week.
All right. Well, that's an update and some scores. We'll take another quick break and perhaps get some stats maybe as well. Stand by. More halftime coverage here. The score, 28-7, Oldham County over Doss. We'll be right back.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has the mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 225-9900. That's 225-9900. Or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Robin Lawson, CFP, proud supporter of Oldham County sports.
Is your home cold in the winter and hot in the summer? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling and start experiencing comfort the way it was meant to be. Thompson Heating and Cooling can transform the climate in your home and save you money. Call today, 502-817-3105, or visit them at thompsonheating.net. If your system is over 15 years old, they'll inspect it for free, but only for a limited time. They're locally owned and in your neighborhood. Call 817-3105 for express service. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
And we're back here as the music blares at halftime. Score 28-7, and halftime scoreboard, by the way, wanted to make sure I mentioned this. It's brought to you by Lawson Financial. Lawson Financial Services. They will help you plan for your financial future. Visit lawsonfinancial.net. So appreciate that. And please don't open that door again. It just about destroyed my eardrums.
Yes.
What, you got some stats for us?
I do. We'll do Doss first. Rushing attack, Keon Lee, 2 rushes, 66 yards. Pretty good average.
Yeah.
Barry Reed, 7 carries, 12 yards. Joe Weaver, 3 carries, 4 yards. Rayshawn Nelson, 6 carries for a minus 12 yards. Mishan Swan, 1 reception for 68 yards and a touchdown. Barry Reed, 1 catch, 21 yards. Cortez King, 1 catch for 6 yards. Rayshawn Nelson, 3 for 9, 1 interception, 1 touchdown for 89 yards. For Oldham County, Lucas Jones, 12 rushing attempts for 88 yards and a touchdown. Juan Tapia, 4 carries for 26 yards. Jacob Ratliff, he doesn't actually get a carry. He has a 70-yard touchdown run. So he has 70 yards in rushing without any carries. So figure that one into the statistics. But for 1 touchdown, he was the young man who recovered the fumble.
Yeah.
Receiving, Jackson Decker, 2 for 11. Jacob Ratliff, 1 for 19. Moore, 2 for 45 and a touchdown. And Jones, 1 for 7.
So
Sam Young was 6 of 9 for 82 yards and 1 touchdown.
Not bad for the freshman coming in off the bench for the ailing Caudill. We'll take one more quick break, and we'll be back with the second half right after this on GLICOD.com. Stay with us.
What's in an e-cig cloud? Think it's a harmless vapor? Think again. Nicotine, ultrafine particles that can lead to asthma, formaldehyde, lead that can cause brain damage, acetone found in nail polish remover. Don't let big tobacco cloud your judgment. Get the facts. Electronic cigarettes, unhealthy and addictive. Stay above the influence. A message from the Oldham County Health Department and the Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers.
Welcome back here in the nice, warm, toasty press box.
Yes.
They were worried we're getting too hot. Like, Coach is like, no
way.
It can't be too warm. Halftime score, 28-7, Oldham County over Doss, and getting ready for the kickoff. Oh, my goodness. They play some loud music here in the stands. I'll say that.
And the speaker is actually right outside our door, so everybody comes in and out of here.
When they open that door.
It's like the speaker is right behind me.
And it just explodes into the room. But you can probably hear that. Oldham County will kick off to start the second half, having received the opening kickoff. 28-7. Their halftime lead, and we're about to get underway here for the third quarter.
Sean Rawls kicking off. Let's see how far we get this one. Oh, nice kick.
Yeah, he's just toying with him. In and out of the hands of Reed, picks it up at about the 4-yard line, heads to his left.
And
oh my goodness, it's Rawls or nothing. He gets past Rawls and run out of bounds finally.
Yeah, Tyler Holvey makes a touchdown-saving tackle, actually.
Nice play by Holvey. Zach Ford was over there as well, but Reed, man, what a head of steam he got up that time.
And, you know, Mike, they're talking about eliminating kickoffs in football. And they say it's one of the more dangerous plays in football.
Oh, Lord.
And I think it's one of the most exciting plays in football. And I would hate to see them eliminate the kickoff.
I would, too. It's, you know, we want kids to be safe, but you still got to let them play the game.
Yeah.
Straight ahead handoff. Reed takes it, goes ahead about 3 yards. He's not quitting. Finally, he's going to go down, but under duress.
Yeah, that final push got him about an extra 2 yards.
He'll pick up about 3, maybe 4, depending on where they put it down at. Nice run by Reed. And a late flag. Was that a flag in there? No, just the ball, the way it was reflecting.
Yeah.
They'll give him 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Nice effort, though, by Reed. He's a hard one to bring down.
He is a hard one, and Doss has got some nice field position, and even if they don't score on this drive, they should be pinning Oldham County down deep in their own territory.
Nelson in the pistol. Handoff. Keon Lee Bounces it outside and close to the first down marker. Some hard runners.
Oh, Keon Lee, he just punishes the tacklers. You know, there's no rule that says the ball carrier has to take all the punishment. You know, we used to do drills to get the ball carrier to lower their shoulder and deliver a blow to the tackler. And these guys really have taken that to heart.
He needed 7. He got 6. 3rd and 1. Nice runs by Reed and Lee. And 3rd and short. This is a very makeable 3rd and 1. You know, behind the back, on the legs of Lee or Reed, and he's the deep back. Very short set by the backfield. Straight ahead is Keon Lee, breaks through the defensive line and refuses to go down.
Yeah, and I tell you, those defensive, once he gets through that first line of scrimmage, those poor little defensive backs, they're like raw meat to him.
20-yard pickup on a 3 or 1 yard dive, and nice run by Keon Lee. That puts the ball inside the 25 down to about the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Nice opening drive from Doss. No quit on this drive.
Nope.
Nelson by himself puts a man in motion. That's not Nelson.
Nope.
That's someone else. Michon Swan acts as the quarterback. Flag comes in. Swan still fighting. And finally is thrown out of bounds. And we'll see what the call is. Most likely a hold, I would think, where the flag is at.
Kind of where the flag is at. You'd want to think it's a hold, but boy, that'd be a bad break. Yeah, that would face mask. Oh,
it's a 5-yard variety, but that certainly won't help.
No, it's going to tack it on at the end of the play. So it should be a 1st down and more.
It will be a 1st down for the Dragons.
That's not a spot foul, is it?
No. Well, I think they ended up giving him a 15-yard penalty from the point of the infraction. So 1st and goal, Mike, inside the 6-yard line.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a great spot for Doss, and a great opportunity if they can take advantage of it here. 1st and goal.
Swan back in at quarterback.
He's going to take it and go himself around the end. And he gets in. Touchdown.
No.
No, I saw hands go up,
and
but it was not the referee.
No, it wasn't.
I'm sorry.
It was
a fan.
It was Swan's dad. I'm sure standing.
It was.
His dad is standing right there and signaled touchdown, but unfortunately he's not wearing a striped shirt.
Well, when you look through a screen, it kind of gives you a weird effect,
yes.
And it looked like it was a touchdown from that angle, but he was just short. They're going to spot it at the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
Nice run by Swan. This time it's Nelson off the guard. He goes straight ahead, and he's in now.
Touchdown.
Doss takes the opening or second half kickoff and marches down the field.
Came out in renewed enthusiasm, and Oldham County looked dead on that drive. They just didn't have a whole lot of spunk.
They'll attempt the extra point here. Jesus Rodriguez, the kicker, hit his first with no trouble. Let's see if he can keep his accuracy number at 100% tonight.
Yes.
Good snap. Nice hold.
Nice kick.
Yep.
You know, you can tell he's a kicker. You know how you can tell he's a kicker?
He runs off the field fast?
No, he's wearing gold shoes.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
Gold shoes. I remember when there was a Billy White shoes, Johnson, but Jesus Gold shoes.
Yeah, sure. Kickers have to have different color shoes.
Is that the truth? Huh. I didn't know that.
Well, there's a lot of things you don't know, but I'll keep you informed.
That's why we bring you on, Cass. So you got all the answers.
No.
28-14.
Yeah, even if I don't, I can make them up.
Well, it's an interesting factoid there, and if you can pick out his shoes from this distance, you're doing pretty well. I can see it now, yeah.
Gold shoes.
And it's just one shoe. It's like, is it just one?
Well,
it's that.
I think it's only
right
one.
Foot.
It's the right foot is gold.
Oh my goodness!
It's gold. So
he's got a magic right foot.
No. It's gold on one side and
black on the other.
Black or maroon, I can't really tell. But since Doss's colors are maroon and gold, they could very well be maroon and gold shoes.
Yeah, special super kicker shoes. Rodriguez approaches. Little squib kick. It's been trouble for the Colonels. Taken at the 14-yard line. Dancing around is Lucas Jones, and he's going to be caught from behind. Now spins out of it, keeps running.
Nice return.
And he gets it out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Well, they'll take it 1st and 10. 23-yard return on that kick, and that squib kick, it makes me a little nervous the way they've been handling it.
But if I was Oldham's coach, I'd be a little nervous too about that.
You got to be like a shortstop, get in front of that ball early, not wait till it gets down to the 10-yard line.
But the problem is that ball takes those funny bounces on those squib kicks.
Well, that is for sure. 1st and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. Colonels lead 28-14. A game many people thought might be a lopsided scoring affair. Colonels playing good, but Doss has fought to stay in this one, and they're only down by 2 scores. Handoff. Jones never gets going.
No, and number 7, Damon Blust, set the edge on that and did a really, really nice job.
No gain, maybe a loss of a yard. And a rare loss on the carry for Lucas Jones. As the Oldham County band marches away on the far side of the field.
Yeah, they're leaving. I wonder why.
I think they'd stick around for the second half.
Yeah,
but,
they were playing good music. I enjoyed listening to them.
Played the Turtles and Ozzy Osbourne and who knows what else. 2nd and 11. Young hands off.
Ooh, not much there.
That's called selling out to the run. Lucas Jones loses some more.
And Ricky Barber. Kendall Kennedy, 2 big guys making the stop.
That's a lot of.
That's a lot of guys. those 2 are a lot of guys.
That's like three and a half guys right up front.
Well,
there.
And I tell you, James Porter, the other defensive lineman, is no small player himself. Number 5, Robert Bulliard, and 45, Tanner Coyle make a nice front 5 for Doss.
Yeah, that's pretty stout. Young, quick pass out, and it's complete.
Short of the first down, I believe.
But that is Jalen Moore, number 1 target through the air for the Colonels this season. Mostly from Parker Caudill, but as you say, he's been down with strep throat and dehydrated, didn't even suit up tonight. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4, and a rare punting situation for the Colonels. And a big sprint to the sideline for Kentrell Kennedy. They need an oxygen tank over there for that young man. Rawls in, punted away. They were waiting, hoping to get a jump. Didn't get it. Nice punt.
Boy, that's a beauty, isn't it?
Not returnable and out of bounds. I want that kid on my team.
Yep.
Do they have fantasy leagues in high school?
It'll start. Trust me.
Yeah.
It'll start.
Heavens.
Yeah, hope not. I never got into that. Never got into that fantasy football.
I haven't either. I like the real thing.
Yeah, I do too.
Ball goes out of bounds at the 22-yard line, but nice punt that time. That's called flipping the field, and that's how you do it with a punter. Rawls angled it toward the sideline, but still with good distance. A lot of kids will try to angle it toward the sideline, and it goes 10 yards.
Yeah, well, it's about a 40-yard punt.
1st and 10. Doss trails by 2 touchdowns, but they stiffened up on defense and got it back. If they punch it down the field here, we got a ball game. And a handoff left side. Keon Lee, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
And he is a rumbler out there. Wow.
Remind me a little Keith Jackson there. I can't do it nearly as well as he could.
Rumbling, stumbling,
He
fumbling.
is one of the all-time Hall of Fame announcers, and just fun to listen to. I remember as a young man just loving college football simply because of his call.
Yeah, right.
2nd down and 6. 7.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Second half's belonged to the Dragons so far.
So far.